Oh, okay, let's go. It goes. Learning Babadoot I'm pretending to be, right?
The box was for a deluxe hollow plinth replacement lens. There was nothing inside. The box was for a deluxe hollow
Oh,
plinth
it's that
replacement
box.
lens. There was nothing inside.
So look at the sword, right?
Developing fluid and trays. I hadn't seen gear like this since I was a child.
That's right.
The blind blocked out all the light from outside. Espionage during the Hobart Wars. Nice to see the propaganda was still around.
Oh, it is set in Australia. Southern Hobart's in Australia, right?
I wondered if Graham self-medicated. Giant scorpions in the sewers. Real or fake? Unlikely. The tentacle monsters would have eaten them years ago. When I came to Union City 10 years ago, this was very much the case. These days, I wasn't so sure. Anti-Hobart propaganda. Some things never change. The calendar showed today as a holiday. Aspiration Day. Among the drawings were photographs, land trains, and the city walls? A printer? It was rare to see one of those. I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into.
Shoes.
You can tell a lot about a man from his shoes. In this case, that the man had no taste.
Everything in this room? Ooh. No. Closed door. Ooh.
A cavalcade of cryptids. Someone believed in monster stories. A security forces copter. I still had nightmares about those things. Twice I'd flown in them, and both times they'd crashed. I hoped I wouldn't have to risk it a third time. I wondered if the people knew that Hobart agents had helped me save their city. A uniform like the one Graham's wife wore. It was cut for someone much larger. The logo on the uniform was quite distinct. Looked like these photos were taken by the city walls. The droids who stare at goats. A classic. Union City Red. I suspected it was more fruit juice than wine. At least one person in the city appreciated a nice cup of coffee, although I doubted Union City Blend contained even an ounce of actual coffee beans. Personally, I preferred an open fire for cooking. Definitely an improvement on the food dispensers they used to have here. Tempting, but I'd already had my monthly bath.
Oh my god.
Welcome back, Graham. Displaying your health chart now. It has been 2 weeks since your last checkup. You have lost weight. Congratulations. It has been noted that your height has increased, adjusting records accordingly. Scanning for medical implants. Error. Implant missing. Refreshing biomodification database. Please wait. Removing cardiac implant registration. Registering Schriebman port as new implant.
The scanner had detected my Schriebman port, which allowed me to interact with Link, the city's old network. Since then, I'd pretty much forgotten about it.
Adjusting your health rating from C to A+.
I was considerably fitter than Graham. That was good to know. Give me a checkup.
Scanning. Your physical health is within the top percentile for a Union citizen. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
What devices do I have installed?
You possess a U-chip personal data implant in the perlicue of your right hand. It is functioning correctly. Your cardiac regulator implants have been marked as removed. Please return them to your nearest medical waste facility. You possess a Schriebman local interneural connection port in the third cervical vertebrae. This hardware predates the Minos system and cannot be accessed at this terminal.
That's probably for the best.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Do you have any advice for me?
A single can of Spankles contains more than your daily dietary requirements. Look for the clown. Drink Spankles. Keep a smile on your
Oh my
face.
god.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
That's all for now.
Due to the alteration of your physical parameters, a new uniform has been ordered and will arrive at your home shortly. Keep a smile on your face.
I was a lot healthier than Graham. In fact, I'd say Graham was downright unhealthy. I had made some headway, but I still needed to know about Graham's work and social standing. After 10 years in the Gap, I'd almost forgotten what a toilet looked like. So Graham was a cleaning supervisor? I needed to find out who he worked for. If I slipped up, I'd be exposed right away.
I could say he's, that's right. We work for the Land Train Vehicle Group. I guess. That's kind of everything I find here, right?
Excuse me, please.
Hello there. Chipworth, wasn't it?
Master Graham. May I say, sir is looking even more fabulous than usual today.
Why, thank you.
Has Master Graham lost weight?
Maybe. Does Master Graham look like he's lost weight?
Oh, yes, sir. And it would appear sir has gained some height as well. Bravo.
Tell me, Chipworth, who was that woman just now?
But that was sir's wife, Madame Songbird.
Yes, of course. My wife.
Is sir quite feeling himself?
It's fine. I've just been having a difficult few days.
How serendipitous that the well-being mentor is here then, is it not, sir?
Who was that guy in here when I arrived?
Is sir referring to the gentleman currently probing your wife in the bedroom?
I guess I am.
That would be the Honorable Mentor Alonso, Senior Officer at the Ministry of Well-Being. I believe that he would like to see you next.
He would?
Mentor Alonso indicated that there were one or two anomalies in Master Graham's records. Public voting, kudos levels, employment, whereabouts within the city,
Just some minor things, then.
consumption patterns, biosigns, indication of physical existence.
I think I get the picture.
But I'm sure there's a simple answer, Master Graham.
This mentor, what will he ask me about?
The Ministry of Well-Being is always concerned, sir, with a citizen's well-being.
Well-being?
That's right, sir. Citizens' health and happiness, their relationships and social life, all of the utmost importance to the Ministry. He might also inquire if sir needs any support in the workplace or similar.
Why exactly was I selected?
I believe sir's 2-week-long work, poll, and social hiatus may have raised some concerns. Just be yourself, sir, and you will be fine.
Of course, because I am Graham Grundy. Tell me about that woman.
A woman can...
Humor me.
Madame Songbird. Sir might recall he even forgot dear old Chip...
Who?
Me, sir.
Oh my god.
So,
Whatever sir desires.
can you move things with your mind?
Sadly, sir, one's capabilities are...
Shame.
We are what we are.
At least as far as anyone else needs to know.
That's
Have a
very nice.
super day, Chipworth.
Serving you, sir.
So if we go in that
Excuse me,
room,
please?
right? I go. Nothing of interest in there. Hello, Sprocket. Fake fire.
Something told me the fire was not authentic. I knew about Graham's health, but I still needed to find out about his work and social standing. Perhaps I'd find more on his personal terminal. I needed to find out more information if I wanted to avoid getting caught out.
Manage to trigger something. Wee.
How to survive a war. Better just to not be around to see them. A chart showing that Graham's kudos score had recently dropped. I wondered what had caused such a sharp decline. I had gathered quite a bit of information about his health and social situation, but I still needed to know exactly what he did for a living. The council was made up of 5 ministries. Each ministry had their own logo and distinctive color scheme. From the color of his uniform, it was clear that Graham worked for the Ministry of Comfort. I had learned all I was going to from Graham's apartment. I hoped it would be enough.
Yeah, everything's going okay. Managed to get the assignment done last night. But for some reason I thought it was due at midnight, but it's due at midday, so I've lost like 10% from it because it was late, but it's like, could
If
be
I was
worse.
going to convince the mentor, I had to be sure I knew enough about Graham. I couldn't keep them waiting any longer. From that point on, I had to be Graham Grundy, cleaning supervisor.
Darling, I thought you were going to freshen up.
I was, but I missed the sweet sound of your voice.
Oh, Graham, always the romantic. But please don't kiss me until you've showered.
Wouldn't dream of it. Besides, I couldn't let Alfonso here
Alonso?
monopolize my lovely wife for a moment longer.
In which case, shall we begin?
Of course. Shall we take a seat in the lounge? It was now or never.
So, Mr. Grundy.
Mentor Alonso, what would you like to know?
Ah, well, straight to the point. I like that. As I was explaining to your dear wife earlier, there have been some issues with your activity records of late.
Issues? What do you mean?
Mr. Grundy, a word to the wise. This will be much smoother if you leave the questions to me. Now, whilst your records load, remind me, in which ministry are you employed?
Comfort. I'm a cleaning supervisor.
Yes, of course. Ah, here we go. Graham Grundy, 42, cleaning supervisor with the Ministry of Comfort. Cleaning supervisors require Class C exertive activity certification. I trust that your health rating is sufficient.
I did drop down a bit, but I'm back to Class A+ now.
Excellent, excellent. Very good. So, with that in mind, I will mark you as fit for work, barring any other issues. Now, obviously, your kudos level will have fluctuated due to your absence. You're a C+ right now. I note you used to be much higher.
B-.
B-? I thought you peaked at B last summer.
I must have missed the update. I was very busy, improving myself.
Quite. Well, that is all I need to check off. But I'd be remiss if I didn't offer you all the extra support and guidance that you need.
Mentor?
When someone goes off-grid, there's usually some underlying trouble. And as a mentor, I like to think of myself as a bit of a troubleshooter.
Of course. I appreciate the concern.
So, let's get to the bottom of all this confusion. Dig a bit deeper, eh?
Deeper? Yes, right. By all means, Mentor.
Tell me about your workplace. I trust there are no issues.
The land train facility. It's a fine place to work.
I'm sure it is. Department of Land Trains and Extra City Commerce. Wonderful.
Oh, yes. Couldn't be happier.
We are, of course, very grateful for your service, Mr. Grundy. But there we come to the crux of the matter. Your absence. 15 days is a long time. This is, of course, why my ministry has become involved in your case. We have been concerned for your well-being.
I'm fine. Better than ever, in fact.
Excellent. Now, speaking of your health, I note you had some surgery last year. Tell me about your implants. Are they working effectively?
You mean my heart regulators? Nothing to worry about. As you can see, the beat goes on.
Yes. Well, I must say you're in remarkable shape considering your medical history. Of course, your mental well-being is just as important to us. How are you getting on with your rather peculiar hobbies?
You mean my photography?
I do, yes.
You can't beat the feeling of an old-time film camera.
I can imagine. You have an eye for composition. Although I don't understand your interest in using such archaic technology. Choosing to fiddle with knobs rather than availing of ministry-recommended filters, stabilization, automatic archive, and data retrieval, all courtesy of Minos. If we can't see what you create, how can we share in your interests?
What can I say? I like a challenge.
I'm sure you do, Graham. Ah, well. I have a busy day of appointments, so sadly we must conclude our little chat there.
It's been a pleasure, Mentor.
Hasn't it? So with that in mind, perhaps you can tell me where you've been for the last 2 weeks.
What? Right. Yes, where have I been the last 2 weeks?
Well?
Okay, so the last 2 weeks, I was working at the land train facility, of course. Cleaning. I'm a cleaning supervisor. And while I was cleaning, I must have bumped my head. The next thing I knew, I was in the middle of nowhere, still on the train. 2 weeks later, the train returned to the city. Cleaner than it's ever been, I might add.
My poor darling! How awful! What a dreadful thing to happen!
I believe I have all the answers I need from you.
Well, that's a relief.
I'm sure it is, Mr. Grundy.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Just a teeny tiny thing before I go. There appears to be 1 or 2 anomalous results here.
Anomalous? That doesn't sound good.
It may be nothing. But here's the thing. I get strange readings when I scan your U-chip. Any idea why?
Maybe it got damaged when I fell.
Ah, yes. Of course. That's probably it. You see, the only other time I've seen anything like this is when a U-chip has been tampered with. No one would have done that now, would they?
Tampered with? I didn't even know that you could do that.
Graham's a supervisor, not a subversive mentor.
Yes, a supervisor, not a subversive.
Damaged when he fell. Request analysis. There. Perfect. I have everything I need.
Great. Chipbot will show you out.
Chipworth, darling.
Just my little joke. Chipworth.
Good day, Mr. and Mrs. Grundy.
I don't know who you are or what you've done with Graham, but I think we got away with that.
I hope so. I don't think that we would get away with it a second time.
Nor do I. If there is anything wrong with Graham's U-chip, you would better sort it out sharpish, before Alonso's analysis comes back. Who even are you? Where's Graham? Are you that contact he kept ranting about?
Whatever Graham had been up to, it had gotten him killed. I had to come clean with his wife. There's no easy way to say this, but I'm afraid Graham is dead.
What? How? Where?
I found him. In the Gap.
The Gap? What was the idiot doing in the Gap? Was that where he was always sneaking off to? Ugh!
A child, Milo, was abducted from a village out there and brought into Union City. And I think Graham was somehow connected.
Sure, and pigs fly. Listen, stranger. I'm sure you can understand this has been a rather harrowing day. This is all too much for me right now.
Tell me about it.
So, I'm gonna do some damage control on social media. In the meantime, I guess that officially it is your home, so you can stay, but this is my bedroom, and that one is yours. No cute ideas.
Understood. Songbird seemed rattled by the news. Not surprising. But whoever this contact of Graham's was, I suspected they were the key to finding Milo. Keep a smile on your face. The pictures were all of Graham's wife. They were photochemical prints, taken using an old-style film camera. The retro technology had managed to blend songbirds seamlessly into the fake backgrounds. The photography was impressive, but the subject didn't look happy. The pictures in the apartment told a sad story. A blissful romance that had soured with time. In Union City, even the teddy bears had screens. This one was broken. I poked at it, but I couldn't get it to turn on. The shelf was loaded with books on management, business theory, and military strategy. I didn't think Songbird would appreciate me rummaging through her things. A collection of toy animals were lined up in little baskets. One was missing.
It's a kangaroo, right?
Carl Koala. Dave Dingo. There was an empty spot marked Bartleby Bilby.
Oh, Bilby. I think I know.
Kevin Kangaroo.
Not a marsupial.
A Detective Culls. Someone liked their murder mysteries. Jasmine. The climate controls looked complicated, except for the big switch marked Windows.
Hey, don't touch that! I will not have any industrial runoff coming into my house, thank you very much.
Ooh.
A trader came by our village with something like this back when I was a boy. I think he traded it for a table. Or at least that's what I had heard. Songbird, I'm sorry
For what?
that your husband is dead.
Hey, win some, lose some.
That's pretty harsh.
Look, stranger. You told me your secret, so I'll tell you mine. Last few years, Graham gave up trying to be anything other than the dullard he really was. If it weren't for the kudos for being married, I'd have dumped him months ago. You're new here, so a word of advice? You want to win in Union City? Learn the rules and play the game.
My name's Foster, by the way. Robert Foster.
Songbird.
Is there anything more you can tell me about Graham?
Not much. He was a loner whose only friends were idiots like him.
Could Graham have had anything to do with kidnapping?
For both our sakes, I hope not.
What were you saying about kudos?
Were you born yesterday?
Let's just say I'm new here.
Okay, newbie. Here's how it works in Union City. Be a good example, stay happy, and you get kudos.
Which you spend?
Well, kinda, but not really. The higher your kudos level, the lower you are in the city. Simple.
So kudos is bad?
Aren't you listening? Lower. Lower is better.
What's with the Alonso guy?
Guy? I believe you're referring to Mentor Alonso from the Ministry of Well-Being. He's a high-ranking official. And we've just lied straight to his face.
Quite the team, huh?
If he knew what's really going on, I dread to think how far my kudos would plummet.
And what about me?
Arrested, deported, I don't know, not important.
Tell me more about Graham.
Why do you want to know?
I think he might have been involved in something.
What do you mean?
I came to Union City from the Gap because I was investigating a mysterious...
Oh, for Joey's sake, not you too. Blah blah conspiracy, blah blah giant dog. Graham was the perfect husband until he started getting crazy ideas. Why couldn't he just have an affair like a normal person?
Oh, maybe he was investigating the people kidnapping.
Who's this contact you mentioned?
Bad news, as far as my kudos level is concerned.
What do you mean?
Graham was always rambling on about this hacker friend of his. Had a daft name. Leet, I think.
Oh.
Any idea where I could find Leet?
Probably somewhere up top, with the other degenerates. If I were you, I'd stay away.
Are you a collector?
What?
Toys. You have quite the collection.
Oh, yes. The whole set of cuddly kiddies. Even the limited edition Mama Bear from 5 years back. Well, I did have the whole set, at least.
Did something happen?
Bartleby went missing, that's what. I asked Graham about it and he denied all knowledge. Then, when I tried to use the Mama Bear tracker to find dear Bartleby, he threw her across the room.
Clumsy.
Clumsy? Those bears were my engagement gift. He hid Bartleby just to spite me.
Graham had taken Songbird's toy Bilby, but I couldn't figure out what he'd have wanted with it. Wherever he'd gone, Graham clearly didn't want to be tracked. What does Bartley Bilby look like?
Bartleby is a bilby. Adorable, long ears. Like a bandicoot and a rabbit all rolled into one. At least he was, before he went missing.
What's a mama bear tracker?
What do you think? It tracks her babies.
Her babies?
The cuddly kiddies. Most toys in Union City are tracker-enabled. Lost toys mean screaming babies. Unless you got a tracker.
Mind if I have a look at the tracker?
Go ahead, though the screen is broken. Squeeze the left ear to turn it on.
Thanks.
Yeah, bye.
It looked like Graham had taken Bartleby and didn't want it tracked. I had a hunch that he had taken it to Leet, but had no idea why. The device was now on, but with the screen broken, I'd need to find another way to get at the data. I wondered why Graham had taken a children's toy.
Hello there. I'm Mama Bear.
Hi.
Mama Bear looks after all the cuddly kitties. Are you looking for one of my children?
I'm looking for Bartleby Bilby.
Don't worry, child. Look at my tummy to find your missing friend.
You need to find a way to like fix the screen, maybe. Oh. Yeah. Well, we can connect this to the... Maybe not.
The image being displayed on the holoplinth had changed. The trees in the gap weren't as pretty, but at least they were real.
Hmm. Oh. So, to provide a service. That works.
The plinth was showing the toy's tracking data. All I needed to do was locate the area code E1594. Find the tracker, find Leet.
That works.
Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence. Commencing refill.
Excuse me.
Ah, Master Grundy. What joy to see Sir again after all this time. The Poet Laureate Reginald Arthur Schnippel Esquire sends his regards and/or condolences as appropriate.
How nice of you, Reginald.
Correction, sir. If one may be so bold, Mr. Schnippel is of course Sir's human neighbor. How Sir might mistake yours truly, Tarquin, for our beloved Poet Laureate is beyond imagining.
Any idea where I might find a place called E1594?
That sounds like an area code, and not one I would venture into.
How so?
It would be extremely inappropriate for a gentleman to visit Sector E.
What do you think about the graffiti?
As an artiste, I find any medium a valid form of expression. Of course, the vandalism does somewhat detract from the piece.
Have you heard any reports of missing children?
Why, no, Master Graham. If anyone went missing, I'm sure AI Officer Greta would find their U-chips.
What if they were from outside the city?
Well, surely AI Officer Greta would find them by their newly implanted U-chips.
Fair enough. For all his poetry, Tarquin was still a Union City droid. Do you work in these apartments?
Of course, Master Grundy. Sir and I have been neighbors for 147 days and 11 hours.
I'm Graham Grundy.
Of course, sir.
So, we've met before?
Of course, sir.
See you later, Tarquin.
Will I?
Huh? It's just a phrase.
Shall we schedule in another meeting?
I don't think that's necessary.
Such ambiguity. A tortured soul. Alas, I am inspired.
Oh.
Commencing spray.
The seal had been vandalized. Poor Joey.
I know who did that.
Water tank depleted.
Remember Spaghetti from earlier, right?
Someone had spilt paint on the floor. The holdall was stained with paint.
Commencing refill.
Looked like someone planned on doing some painting.
Water refill complete.
With no hand scanners, I figured they were intended for droids.
Dear me, a terrible situation. Very troubling indeed.
Mentor, given your experience, your input here would be greatly appreciated.
Orana, isn't it? You strike me as a fine young officer of the Ministry of Well-Being. Would you say that's an accurate description?
I'm flattered, sir.
Your record is exemplary, I believe.
I do my best, sir.
I'm sure you do. So please, don't let me down. Fix this mess.
Mess? You mean the girl?
The whole untidy situation.
Yes, sir.
Atta girl! Keep a smile on your face. After all, it's Aspiration Day, isn't it? The happiest day of the year.
I'll take care of it, sir.
I know you will. By the way, a call to pest control wouldn't go amiss.
Of course, sir.
Meanwhile, I shall isolate this area until this unfortunate incident has been resolved.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your advice.
We're all here to learn from each other. Take care now.
Miss? Pardon me, miss! Who, me? Hey! You can see forever up here! You know, be free!
Miss, you have to be careful.
Careful or careless? I know which one I want to be!
Why don't you come down, yes? Miss Dijon, is that right? Raquel Dijon.
Yeah! That's... me. I think...
Raquel,
Raquel? Did you say Raquel?
you need to come down.
What? Where am I? Oh no! Help! Help!
Hearing her name had triggered a total change in the girl's behavior. I needed to find a way to get her down before she fell.
Water tank depleted. Commencing refill.
It was a hand scanner.
Water refill complete. Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted.
From that height, the girl wouldn't fare much better than the can. The cleaning robot was clearly designed to carry heavy water tanks.
Good.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill.
I doubted I'd be able to get it to sit still long enough.
Water refill complete. Commencing spray. Please stand back.
This particular spot seemed popular with the local birds.
Excuse me,
Sir?
what's going on?
Just a citizen in trouble, all under control.
Anything I can do to help?
No need, sir. All under control.
Doesn't look like
Really?
it.
Why is the monopod locked down?
To keep people happy, sir.
How?
Well, this situation has the potential to be unpleasant. So we keep the situation contained until it can be resolved.
But I'd really like to go somewhere.
A little patience, sir, would be appreciated.
Why is she up there?
I don't know. I'm not sure she does either.
Is there nothing I can do to help?
Just carry on enjoying Aspiration Day, sir.
But
Best leave this to the professionals, sir.
I'll let you get back to work.
Ah,
Thanks.
it's super useless.
Commencing spray. Please stand back.
Hello again.
Good day, Master Grundy.
What should we do about that girl?
We should inform the Ministry of Well-being.
But the Ministry is already here.
How very efficient! The missive was only sent a moment ago.
Can you think of a way of getting that girl down?
Gravity should do the job soon enough.
That's rather harsh.
Oh, did Sir mean get her down safely?
So you like the graffiti?
I said it was a valid form of expression, albeit not on a par with, say, the literary arts. But as art goes, it's not too abhorrent.
Who are you again?
Tarquin, Fide...
So you're...
Savant, please. I am a highly engineered personal aid.
When's the last time you...
Master Grundy, one is sure one doesn't need...
One would...
Ah, does sir mean... Sir...
One is...
Aha! Sir is... And yet... If only one could...
Bye for now.
Before you depart, may I use you as a sort of... muse?
Depends. Are you writing a romance?
I had something of a tragedy in mind.
I'd rather you didn't.
Okay.
Commencing refill.
How do we get up there? Fence. Yes. It is.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted.
The cleaning robot was clearly designed to carry heavy water tanks. The holdall was stained with paint.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill.
There's always supposed to. What? Yes.
Water refill complete. Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted.
How do we connect to it? I think that's the issue.
The cleaning robot was clearly designed to carry heavy water tanks.
Commencing refill.
I doubted I'd be able to get it to sit still long enough.
There's the only thing I can think of is hooking the crowbar through it, but then that's not going to work, is it? They can talk to
Are
her.
you okay?
No! I
Raquel! Raquel Dijon! Don't panic! I'm from the Ministry of Wellbeing.
How can we help?
Nothing to see here, sir. I suggest you go back inside and enjoy some screen-based entertainment.
Excuse me? I'd like to make a complaint.
Please, both of you, I'm a welfare officer. I know how to deal with this kind of problem. I just need to check the negotiation protocol.
Well, thank goodness the Ministry is on this. It's all very distracting.
Can you see any way down from there?
I don't know. It's not like I can fly like that cleaning robot.
Think you can get on the robot when it passes?
I could try. But what if...
We'll catch you. You can do it.
I rather doubt she can.
Can't you try and be more encouraging?
You have a reasonably good eye for aesthetics.
Thank you?
Now, grab on tight. We'll be right underneath you.
You'll be fine.
Human grip strength is famously reliable. Only in short bursts.
Okay, here goes.
He tried.
How do you feel, Raquel? Are you okay?
I don't know.
Well, I'm glad that's all sorted. Shall I call a pod for her?
I've got it from here, thank you. Raquel, what were you even doing up there?
I don't know. I don't really remember anything.
Maybe she's not.
Water refill complete.
The girl looked glad to be back on solid ground.
Mr. Grundy. Oh,
Mr. Grundy?
Bravo, Mr. Grundy. Your actions in this situation were sublime, albeit unconventional. The local noise levels have already returned to normal, and the building will soon sparkle again.
I'm more concerned about the girl. Is she gonna be okay?
Yes, blah, 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 and all that. Officer, wouldn't you say that Mr. Grundy's actions today warrant a kudos boost,
Of course. Thank you for the suggestion.
Tarquin, miss.
Orana. Orana Newblood.
Yeah, like the guy said. Graham Grundy.
Mr. Grundy?
Will she be in trouble for the graffiti?
Well, no real harm done. The droid will clean it up, eventually. That said, her kudos rating will take a hit.
All because she defaced Joey?
People loved Joey, and what he did for us.
Joey was my friend. We did so much together.
Well, he might be gone, but he's not forgotten. You can find out about our savior at the Museum of New History.
You mentioned I could find out about Joey in a museum?
Yes, the Museum of New History has exhibits about how he transformed the city. I'd recommend it to anyone who wants to learn about him and his legacy.
A museum dedicated to Joey? He'd be proud of that for sure.
Well, it's not all Joey. They have a special exhibit about the previous administration. Old technology, maps, that sort of thing. My advice, though, is to avoid dwelling on the past. Anyway, taking in some culture is good for you. Find it at the Piazza if you get the chance.
I'm on the trail of a missing kid called Milo. I think he's somewhere in Union City.
That shouldn't be difficult. Any greeter terminal will be able to find him via U-chip.
No, that won't help. He was brought here from the Gap.
That's not possible.
I assure you.
Where did you say you worked, Mr. Grundy?
That'd be the Ministry of Comfort.
I suggest you concentrate on your work and leave well-being issues to the appropriate ministry.
So, do you work here?
I'm an officer for the Ministry of Well-being.
You often have to talk girls off high ledges?
My first one.
You did a good job.
Thanks.
No, she didn't.
What is the Reflection Spa?
What is the... Are you feeling okay, Graham? Everyone this side of the industrial level has heard of Reflections.
Oh, you mean that reflection spa. It's been a long day.
Next, you'll be asking me to tell you about this Joey guy.
No, I'm familiar. Raquel. Is she always like that?
What do you mean?
Well, I met her earlier, and she seemed like a totally different person.
She's been through a big ordeal. Nothing that a trip to the reflection spa won't sort out.
Ooh. Is this some sort of brainwashing thing?
How is the girl doing?
She'll be fine. This sort of trauma is best handled at the reflection spa.
I don't like that.
Does
I
the
definitely was
location
supposed to was.
E1594 mean anything to you?
Well, E1594? That's just an area code based on the old map system. Totally obsolete. That system hasn't been used for years.
E1594 was an obsolete code. There had to be a way of finding that location. I guess I should get going.
Yeah, well, thanks for your help.
I suppose I should thank you too.
No problem. You take care.
You too, Mr. Grundy. If you need any well-being support, just ask for me at Agrita Terminal, or Rana Newblood. Come on, Raquel, let's get you to the spa. You'll be feeling better in no time. No need to worry, Raquel. You're safe now. Happy faces all round, right? In fact, this calls for a celebration. It is Aspiration Day after all.
Oh, goodness. Is it?
All day. And you know what would be the best end to a day like this? A trip to the Reflection Spa. I'll pull a string or two, and we'll get you straight to the front of the line.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Water refill complete.
I had a lead. A map reference. E1594. Graham had put a tracker there. Maybe it was the key to finding his hacker friend, Leet.
I guess if we go to a museum, it has old
Pod
maps,
has
right?
been requested. Please wait for embarkation.
That makes sense. Going to Schminton maps at the museum, so that if it's an old area code from a map. Oh,
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
The piazza is the place for me.
It would be my pleasure, Citizen Graham.
there it is. Where's the museums of that place? Ah, yeah, kudos, but I didn't go up.
And you've been keeping up with your daily polls?
You bet. I can't wait to find out about the new Spankles flavor of the month.
Don't forget to vote for the new elected officials.
Whatever. Spankles!
Anyway, I'm pleased to see your well-being in such good shape. Mr. Grundy, I didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Busy day, huh?
I'll say. Raquel is over in the Reflection Spa as we speak. She'll be back to normal in no time. I thought you'd want to know.
Thanks for looking after her.
No, thank you. You showed some real quick thinking back there. Now, How can I help you?
This is quite the place, isn't it?
The Piazza? You make it sound like you've never seen it before.
Oh no, I mean there's a certain something in the air, isn't there?
That's Aspiration Day for you. Just wait for tonight's celebrations.
They'll be amazing. As usual, I'm sure. I'm still trying to find the location E1594.
Like I said, I think it's some kind of old map reference. I'm sorry, I wish I could help you.
Is there anything happening around here?
You mean, apart from the Aspiration Gala?
Yes. I don't often come over this way.
Well, as always, there's the greeter terminals for information, and the Museum of New History to brush up on culture, but I don't need to tell you that, of course.
What are you doing here?
As a well-being officer, I like to be around people, promoting well-being for everybody.
Good to get out and about, I guess.
Well, it is Aspiration Day.
How is Raquel doing?
Don't worry, she'll be fine.
Thanks, Orana.
Have a great Aspiration Day, Mr. Grundy.
Where is
Orana
this
seemed to be
museum?
stationed all over the city. I needed to stay in her good books if I were to maintain my disguise.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Should have been Vets Museum, right?
Hi.
It's most excellent to see you again, Graham Grundy.
The pleasure is all mine.
How can I be of assistance today?
Where can I find one of these terminals?
They're everywhere. You can't throw a bilby without hitting a terminal.
Why would I want to throw a bilby?
I know, they're so cute.
Tell me about Union City.
The temperature is a perfect 296 degrees.
296 degrees?
What?
What units?
Kelvin, obviously. What else would it be?
Imagine using Kelvin.
Do you know where I'd find E1594?
I do not recognize E1594.
I think it's an obsolete city location code.
I see. Would you like to sign up for a course in the history of Union City's geographical referencing?
Thanks, but I don't have the time for that.
Shame. I hear it's enthralling.
Where can I find out about E1594?
Have you tried an old map?
Do you have one?
Of course not. I do not care for legacy data. I'm part of the new, shinier Union City.
What's happening in the city these days?
Have you tried Dijon buttercream spankles? It's new.
I have not. Is it tasty?
38% of citizens
38% is not.
get it before it's gone.
Can you tell me about...
The council was formed as a... The council is Ministry of Plenty, Ministry of... Would you like to know more?
That's enough for now.
Is there
Like I
anything
need it
else
from
I
the
can help you
museum.
with?
Thank you.
Au revoir.
Where is it? Ah, it is. There we go.
Leet was my only lead to discovering Graham's connection to the Stalker. And the obsolete map reference E1594 was the only lead I had to finding Leet. As I surveyed the room, I was greeted by a familiar face.
Hello, darling!
It was a hologram of Danielle Piermont, a friend from when I last came to Union City.
Fluids. You need them. We all do. But water isn't only scarce.
It's dull! What's a good citizen to do? That's why famed Ministry of Plenty craniohydrologist Mr. Spankles created Spankles! Spankles is far more than just your recommended daily dose of vital fluids.
What looked like a mobile toilet brush was fanatically scrubbing the floor.
Aggressively. Oh. That could be funny.
Greetings, citizen. We are the Council, your democratically elected representatives. 5 years ago, we take charge of our own destiny.
Enticingly. Gently.
Aspiration required to access this exhibit.
I needed a special aspiration brooch to get access to the room. The centerpiece of the whole museum was a synthetic arm. I recognized it. It was Joey's. He'd lost it in our fight against Link all those years ago.
Look, over here!
Dad, do you have to be so loud?
The arm! Isn't it amazing?
Seemed like I wasn't the only one interested in the Joey arm.
Didn't I promise? Didn't I say I'd bring you here?
You did, Dad. I'm so
Someone had gone to the trouble of retrieving the dismembered arm from the depths of Union
This was
City.
once attached to the really real Joey.
Really
Savior
real
of
Joey.
Union City. Aren't you feeling blessed to be here?
Of course I am, Dad. But
Then tell the world! How awesome is this place, huh? It's what?
Warning, citizen. Cleaning route is active. Warning, citizen. Cleaning route is active.
Seriously? It's Joey's arm! Why would you want to look at anything else?
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Oh.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
I think that could be interesting.
Please enjoy the Museum of New
Happy Aspiration Day.
all about Union City in the post-Joey era.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. We invite you to salute the people of Asio City, our faraway friends and valued members of the Union Group.
Greetings, citizen. We are the Council.
Saves us from starving in sadness and hate. City wishes all citizens a happy
Excuse me?
Oh, hey. Wow, you look different.
What do you mean?
Your outfit. It's so...
Rugged?
I was just gonna say weird.
If mine's weird, what color is yours supposed to be?
Duh. It's perinickel margarine. It's like Tuesday's happiest color. Where are you even from?
You'd never believe me.
This museum visit just got way more interesting.
Does the location E1594 mean anything to you? It's an obsolete reference code from the old system.
Nuh-uh. I never paid any attention in geography. Or history. It's just like, hello, there's a reason we got maps, you know?
A map? Perfect. Can I find one in here?
In here? No. In there? Yes. The old history exhibit has got a huge one, but it's pretty old.
That might just be exactly what I'm after. I like your brooch.
This? You mean you've never seen one of these? You must be from the Gap or something.
Me? No. Good one.
It's an aspiration brooch. The council awards them to people who max out their kudos each month. Social climbers, they're known as.
You must be an incredible person.
What, me? No, it's my dad who earned the kudos, obviously. Talk to him if you want to know who to impress.
Then, how did you get yours?
Oh, Dad got a second one. Bring a friend or something.
So they're transferable?
Technically, yes.
Hey, listen, I know we just met, but I really was hoping to get one of those brooches. Need to check out the old history exhibit.
Let me guess. You were hoping I'd give you mine.
That's right.
No offense, but you don't seem as evangelical as most Joey freaks. What's back there that's so important to you?
Do you ever feel like you're not being given the whole truth about the city?
You mean how perfect everything is? Yeah. Sometimes it does seem a bit...
If I were a cynic, I might call some of it a little unbelievable.
Don't say that around my dad. He really buys into all this stuff. Hey, listen. You and me, we're on the same wavelength here. And it's a different wavelength than my father.
He does seem very devout.
Right? And honestly, just staring at an old arm gets dull. You can just walk out, but I'm stuck here.
And you can just go into the back while I can't.
I'll make a deal with you. You give my dad a reason to leave, and I'll give you this dumb thing. You in?
Okay, I'm in. That brooch in exchange for your freedom.
Finally. Praise Joey.
Praise? Yes, praise Joey. The girl had agreed to give me her aspiration brooch if I could somehow get her father to leave the museum. Hello there.
Good day, friend. Are you here to walk with Joey?
I've walked with Joey before. He had treads at the time.
Yes. When you tread with Joey, you become one with happiness.
How do you walk with an arm?
You don't walk with him. You walk with him in here.
I think you're probably walking with him up there.
Oh, the mind's always on Joey, that's for sure.
You kind of worship Joey, huh?
Well, I mean, yes, but not... I'm looking for a sign.
A sign? From who?
Oh.
Joey, of course. When a man reaches our age...
Our age?
He starts to look for guidance. And what better thing to point me in the right direction than the arm of Joey himself?
What sort of sign are you looking for?
At this point, anything. I've been such a devoted citizen, putting Joey first above everything. My job, my wife and daughter, all second to Joey, just as he would have wanted.
God.
But now, I worry I'm straying off the path.
Ever thought about a counselor?
But who would deliver better counsel than the Savior himself?
I better go and admire something.
Keep a smile on your face.
So we need to somehow get...
Envy of the civilized world. But this is only the beginning.
We all do, but water isn't only scarce. It's dull. What's a good citizen to do? That's why famed Ministry of Plenty craniohydrologist Mr. Spangles created...
City wishes all citizens a happy
Okay.
Aspiration Day.
Let's try crazy.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Alert.
Okay, I don't help.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
This. I think I need to get back reservoir. Which means I need to wait until the thing is... I think I need this one.
Warning, citizen. Cleaning route is active. Warning, citizen. Cleaning
go.
route is active.
Pretty sure I need this one.
Citizen to do.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City.
The guy was looking for a sign from the Joey arm. I wondered if I could help.
Hmm.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Vandalizing the museum's centerpiece would have been a surefire way to blow my cover. That hand really didn't need to wave a sausage.
Citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Hello again.
Ah, it's you.
What are you hoping to learn from the arm?
The next step to take to a bright future. My vocation, my journey, destiny. And I'm nearly there. I've never seen the arm act so erratically until today.
And what if you don't like what it has to say?
Who am I to judge the will of Joey?
This guy wasn't going anywhere without a sign from Joey. I had a feeling, without my intervention, he'd be waiting a while. I better go and admire something.
Happy Aspiration Day! Now, if you might stand aside so the Savior and I can have a little us time. Just me and the hand.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
The guy was looking for a sign from the Joey arm. I wondered if I could help.
Hmm.
The people are faraway friends and valued members of the Union Group. Unstinting.
Should we give it something? So I do need to figure something else out. So aggressive doesn't work.
After bringing an end to the tyranny of the oppressor Link, Joey created Minos to ensure that forthwith technology would always serve rather than enslave the citizens. Minos is devoted to ensuring your happiness. Always there for you. Minos is available for
I hope it wasn't one of them clown.
It knows you. It understands you. It helps you become everything you aspire to be. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day!
City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Oh,
Union City wishes
okay. I know what to do now.
Story of Joey.
I know exactly what to do.
What's a good citizen to do?
Yeah, okay, this makes sense now. We're gonna make Joey slap him.
Savior Joey heard their pleas and came to free us all.
Here we go. This is what we want.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration.
But, Joey, after all that I did to maximize my kudos, why have you forsaken me?
Oh my god.
I worked so hard. I did every...
That's okay, Dad. It's all right.
But, Cecily, I just don't understand.
Come on now, Dad. Let's go get you a nice can of Spankles at the cafe.
Yes. Yes, I think that'll do the trick. I think it's time I tried that new flavor.
I very much enjoyed our talk today, Mystery Man. It's been eye-opening.
I'm glad we could reach an arrangement, miss.
Featherbottom. Cecily Featherbottom. Best Aspiration Day ever. Here you go. A deal's a deal. Until we meet again, may the light and wisdom of Savior Joey smile upon you. Happy Aspiration Day.
Union City wishes all citizens. In the Savior's name, the Council. Welcome to the Old History exhibit, young lady.
Excuse me.
Oi! Keep the noise down.
Oh, sorry.
A little respect while you're in this hallowed place.
Right. And you're a guard here?
Name's Payne. Roy Allen Payne. Ex-security officer, 30 years on the force. And I've got my eyes on you.
I heard that you have an old map of the city in here.
Did you now? And what precisely did you hear?
That it shows Union City as it was 10 years ago. See, I have an obsolete area code, E1594, and I need to see where it is.
I see. Well, the map table is just over in the center of the room. But a specific area code, that'd be like finding a needle in a haystack. Good luck, son.
See you later.
I'll be watching you.
A padlock prevented whatever was inside from getting out.
Oi! What are you doing over there?
What? Who? Me?
Yeah,
You distract him somehow.
I was, just giving the machine a checkup.
Good luck with that. Lost cause if I ever saw one. Meanwhile, why don't you get back to enjoying the exhibits? Quietly. That's why you're here, isn't it?
What's in that
Oh, absolutely. I just can't get enough of old history.
So distract him somehow.
This city synth garbage would never compete with the stuff back in the Gap. These models were far too clean-cut to be Gaplanders. They'd done a good job with the GOAT, though. Union City still had some pretty backward views on the Gap. An old barrel transporter robot. Those robots always gave me the creeps. Ten years ago, I'd used the old underground system to reach the heart of Link. The gruesome tendrils pulsed ominously. The product of Link. An experimental fusion of man with computer that had ended in tyranny. The old Link terminal had long since stopped working. The robot was a repository of information about all the exhibits. I'd had a run-in with this tech all those years ago. I hoped Union City had gone in a more sustainable direction. The Joey Speaks looked like a gimmick, but I couldn't pass the opportunity to hear my old buddy's voice again. The hand scanner looked broken. I doubted I'd be able to use it anytime soon. The wiring to the hand scanner had been ripped out. It was never going to work.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
These humble scraps of primitive circuitry house the spark that would become our beloved savior, Joey. Many disciples of the Savior hold this board up as an example of immaculate assembly with rather less than immaculate soldiering. Notice, this attraction is currently closed after complaints of language of a most unsavior-like nature.
Oh. Oh. Ooh. I can't do that. Oh, I know what to do. I guess go.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
These humble scraps of primitive circuitry house the spark that would become our beloved savior,
There we go.
Joey.
The robot was a repository of information about all the exhibits.
As an example of immaculate assembly with rather less than immaculate soldiering.
The information
Notice,
droid will be
this
with you
attraction is
shortly.
currently closed after complaints of language of a most unsavior-like nature.
Joey? Joey, it's me, Foster.
Foster? It is really you?
Hey, old buddy. Boy, am I glad to see...
Let's talk more crowbar, Foster. Or whatever other great idea you have for getting me out of here.
Oh, Joey's.
Is that...
It's actually Joey.
Joey, I'm so sorry. I had no idea what they'd done to you.
Yeah, save your apologies for after you've got me out of this.
Everybody, it's an Aspiration Day miracle.
So he didn't disappear, they just took him out of the droid.
No way.
Joey, it's really you?
Oh, great. Here we go again.
Joey.
Need to get him to move somehow.
Many years ago, Spunky had helped me in my quest to defeat Link. I was glad to see that he had gotten the respect he deserved.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
No, stop! Stop this noise at once!
There you go.
A padlock prevented whatever was inside from getting out.
Red.
Nonsense! There's no... Everybody out!
Oh.
Alright, everyone, stay calm. Make your way to the exit in an orderly manner.
The exhibit was on vermin-prompted lockdown. I had to find a way out without being detected, but not before figuring out where this leak guy was hiding out. Not to mention rescuing Joey.
I guess the last show we had him in as well.
I got you, buddy. I built the circuit board when I was just a kid, and now I had it back. But it was more than just a board. My old pal Joey was on it. A giant holographic map of Union City, as it was 10 years ago. If I could get the map to display area E1594, I would find the building where I suspected Graham had met with Leet. The panel had been covering the table's interface port. An antiquated interface port was built into the side of the table.
Oh yeah, Joey should be able to interface with it. Oh.
Tucked between the old work manuals was the occasional picture of dubious morality. None of it looked to be much use.
Put Joey in this. Good go.
What year
only unplugged for a moment.
Everything I ever loved is dead. Oh, hey, Foster. You're here too, huh?
Welcome back, Joey.
Is this the best shell you could find?
It was just collecting dust.
You've turned me into a vacuum cleaner, Foster. Again!
It's functional. Don't be ungrateful. And look, someone gave you a cool beanie.
Don't patronize me, Foster.
We'll
I love
find you a
this
better
robot.
shell soon, I promise.
Good. Because this one sucks. And not even efficiently.
Listen, we're in deep trouble.
There's something new. Care to bring me up to speed?
I came here looking for a missing child, Milo. He was kidnapped from my village.
Oh no, Rob. That's terrible.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Don't look at me. I've been trapped in that glass prison for years.
What are the capabilities of your current shell?
It's a vacuum bot, Foster. It sucks and it blows. End of.
Don't all these old vacuums have an interface probe?
I was really hoping you'd forgotten that part.
Don't be ashamed. It might come in handy.
I'm not ashamed. It's just cold in here.
If anyone asks, my name is Graham Grundy.
You come up with that yourself?
No. I needed an ID to get inside the city. I got this one from a dead body.
Jeez, Foster. Was it dead when you found it?
Don't worry, Joey. My conscience is clear. I learned about somebody called Leet here in the city. I think he's somehow connected to the kidnapping.
And we're gonna go find him?
That's right. I came here to find out where he hides out.
And to rescue me?
Come on, Joey. That goes without saying. That's everything. Great to have you back, Joey.
The Gat Chaps are back!
We were never called that.
Best friends?
That'll do, Joey. That'll do. The robot had retreated from the chaos and was peacefully recharging. Hey, Joey. Got a job for you.
What is it?
Remember that Leet guy I mentioned?
I never forget a thing.
Well, I've tracked him to an area code, E1594. Thing is, that code is part of the old system. It's obsolete.
Cut to it, Foster.
This old map shows the city as it was 10 years ago. The old system. If I can find E1594 on here, it would show me where to find Leet.
Have you seen the size of this thing? That will take you hours.
Exactly. I need you to plug yourself in. I bet you'll find the location in no time.
Give me a moment. Move it. Move it. Here, Foster. E1594.
Joey, you're a genius. There. That's the building I'm looking for. It's on the industrial level. Home Crescent Recycling Center.
This is where your guy Leet is?
I can't be sure, but it's the best lead I've got.
Okay, Foster. What's the plan now?
We need to get to that recycling center. But first, we need to break out of here without being seen.
Break out. Find Leet. Got it. Can you believe they used to travel like this, Foster?
The doors were on lockdown. I wondered whether Joey could help me break out. I needed to find a way of sneaking out, ideally undetected. With Alonzo on my case, I couldn't afford to get caught.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Joey, can you talk to the transporter robot?
What do you mean, talk? I already said...
Your probe, Joey. Probe the robot.
Go probe yourself, Foster.
If you could
Oh,
give the
God.
transporter just enough juice.
Please, let's not call it juice.
Whatever.
This is great.
Just see if you can get it started.
Okay,
But would you mind looking the other way?
Of course. You almost done?
Don't look!
Sorry. It's, not doing anything.
You don't say, Foster. It's been wiped clean. Decommissioned. Murdered. We need to give it new protocols.
Do you think you could do that?
Of course I could. I just need to know how the system works first.
I'll have another look around.
Union City is smaller than I thought. What's the scale on this thing?
We need to find, so it's vacuum manual. Barrel.
Look, Joey. A work report for that barrel robot. And it comes with a maintenance e-manual.
How fascinating.
Do you think this would help you reprogram that old thing?
Well, sure, if you can find a way for me to read it. That terminal clearly wasn't built for vacuum bots.
What a waste of time.
The robot had retreated from the chaos and was peacefully recharging.
Oh. I remember seeing something like that. Here we go. It's another. So now I need to cover here.
Try giving this a look, Joey.
I hope you're not wasting my time, Foster. Interesting. Very interesting. Ah, this is exactly what I need to reprogram that barrel robot. You're welcome, by the way.
For what? I'm the one who found them in the first place.
Yeah, but can you read them? You're welcome.
Go reprogram the robot, please.
What do you want it to do?
Let's get out of here. We need somewhere hidden outside this room.
Toilets?
Toilets. Try and aim for the men's room, Joey.
Whatever. And that's done. Let's never speak of this again.
So what now?
Well, are you ready to go?
Ready.
Then climb aboard and let's go!
The barrel was just large enough to squeeze into. It was a snug fit, it smelled bad, and I felt stupid. While it was far from discreet, I'd managed to escape unseen.
That blows.
That blows.
Warning, citizen. Cleaning route is active. Warning, citizen. Cleaning route is active.
Mr. Grundy? Mr. Grundy? It is Mr. Grundy, isn't it?
Of course, Mentor Alonso. Who else would I be?
Well, quite, Mr. Grundy. Who indeed, hmm? What brings you down to the Museum of New History today?
On Aspiration Day? Where else would I want to be?
Oh, perhaps at home, preparing for the party. Oh, my apologies. I had forgotten that you no longer have the required social standing. I wonder, may I scan your U-chip again?
Of course. I have nothing to hide.
Indeed, Mr. Grundy. Do pardon my curiosity, but I wanted to double-check a little something. Yes, there it is. A sector of corrupt data, almost as if... How very strange. Have no fear. I'll consult my colleagues at the Ministry, and we'll soon have you sorted out. I'm almost positive you have nothing to worry about.
Let's hope so.
Just one more thing, Mr. Grundy.
Yes, Mentor?
I am surprised to see you wearing an aspiration brooch.
By the power of Joey, I am now a social climber.
So it would seem. So it would seem.
Alonso was definitely onto me. I'd have to watch my step around him.
Remember, all of this month's social climbers will be permitted access.
Graham had taken the tracked Bilby to the Home Crescent Recycling Center. I was sure this is where I'd find Leet.
Hooray! Another customer. Please scan your U-chip to place an order.
Joey was really bigging himself up.
The Aspiration Day.
Calling all social climbers. Customize your aspiration brooch here. Happy Aspiration Day, sir. Now, step 2. Time to choose your favorite hologram.
Do they do anything different?
Oh, no, sir. It's purely cosmetic. Once you've made your choice, you'll be all set. Please choose your desired hologram.
The Citadel sure is a sight. I'll take that.
What splendid taste! You'll stand tall above your fellow citizens. There, your aspiration brooch is ready to collect.
Thanks.
Calling all social climbers. Customize your aspiration brooch here. Calling all social climbers. Customize your aspiration brooch here.
Ooh. I wonder more. Okay. I think I might end the stream here. In a couple of hours. Getting late. But yeah, thank you for coming, everyone. And Nick, I don't actually know when next stream's gonna be. It might be next Saturday, like in a week's time. So I'm going to be really busy next week as well. But we'll see what happens. I'm gonna do Friday night actually. Yeah, thank you for coming, everyone.